Hello everyone, good morning. This is Veena Mishra from PMG Engineering and today I'm going to discuss about corrective and preventive actions. So in this module, we will be discussing about following agendas. First is purpose of CAPA, why is CAPA important, definition of CAPA, the CAPA process and implementing changes. So, coming to our first slide, purpose of CAPA. The purpose of corrective and preventive action subsystem is to collect information, analyze information, identify and investigate product and quality problems, and take appropriate and effective corrective or preventive action to prevent the reoccurrence. CAPA is a process which investigates and solve problems, identify cause, take actions, and prevent reoccurrence of the root cause. The ultimate purpose of CAPA is to assure the problem can never be experienced again. Required document or specification changes, any necessary process, procedure, or system changes, employee training adjustments to be implemented. Future monitors or control like design control, material control, service report, production and process control necessary for preventing reoccurrence of the problem. CAPA is important for verifying or validating corrective and preventive action, communicating corrective and preventive action activities to responsible people, providing relevant information for management review, and documenting these activities are essential in dealing effectively with product and quality problems, preventing their reoccurrence, and preventing or minimizing device failures. Following are the definition used in CAPA. First is correction. Correction is to eliminate a detected non-conformity. Corrective action is action taken to eliminate the cause of non-conformities or other undesirable situation so as to prevent reoccurrence. Preventive action is action taken to prevent the occurrence of such non-conformities generally as a result of a risk analysis. A non-conformity occurs when a requirement is not fulfilled, the result of task as required, or meet customer or stakeholders' requirement. CAPA is the heart of quality management system and indicated how effective the quality management system is. CAPA inputs are non-conformance, complaints, internal and external audits, validation. CAPA sources are man, machine, material, method, and environment. CAPA investigation starts with simple request outlining the possible CAPA, its probable sources and where the information came from. Identify parties, processes, procedures, and departments that may be associated with CAPA. Output of CAPA is to execute the action steps in the plan to achieve the desired outcomes. Updated procedures, redesign a process, implemented additional trainings, change policy, submit for review to ensure that the CAPA process was completed as described. Data analysis ensure all the quality data sources are defined and analyzed to identify existing product and quality problem. Internal CAPA data sources include existing quality records and data such as inspection data, non-conformance report, device history record, training records, and more. External sources include complaints, field service report, external audits, medical devices report, etc. The appropriate statistical tool must be employed when it is necessary to utilize statistical methodology. Common techniques used for data analysis are Pareto chart, run chart, control chart, mean and standard deviation, and graphical methods like fishbone diagram, histograms, scatter plots, spreadsheet, etc. Other analysis techniques like management review, quality review board, material review board, and other internal reviews. Investigation is used in CAPA, non-conforming product and complaints. Identifying the root cause. Once you correctly determine why an event or failure occurred, then you can focus your CAPA efforts on creating specific and effective corrective actions. Generating and implementing solutions. Develop a specific corrective action plan to address the root cause and fix the non-conformance. Root cause analysis is a useful process for understanding and solving a problem. figure out what negative events are occurring, then look at the complex system around those problems and identify key points of failure. Finally, determine solution to address those key points or root cause. Possible root cause are training, design, manufacturing, management, change control, purchasing and supply quality, testing, documentation and maintenance. Tools used for root cause analysis are fishbone diagram, Y-Y analysis, fault tree analysis, etc. A preventive action is not required for all situations. However, the corrective action to prevent reoccurrence is required. The objective is to correct and prevent poor practices, not simply bad product. Correction and preventive action of unacceptable quality system practices should result in fewer non-conformities related to product. For example, CAPA should identify and correct improper personnel training, the failure to follow procedures, and inadequate procedures, among other things. Before you can consider the issues corrected, the CAPA needs to be verified as effective and complete. The CAPA should be used and the effectiveness of the action should be evaluated. Verifying the effectiveness of a CAPA closes the loop between identifying a problem and completing the action to solve a problem. Determining the best verification approach for the wide range of problems that can occur can be often challenging. Methods are used for verifying effectiveness are trend analysis, periodic check, surprise audits, and sampling. Implementing and recording changes in the method and procedure needed to correct and prevent identified quality problems. It ensures that control documents are reviewed and approved. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it informative. Till then, stay tuned to our channel for more such informative videos. Stay safe, stay healthy.